Okay, good morning. So the aim of my study is to determine the effect of cover crops on the nematode community in an apple orchard. Soil health infers a stable system in which chemical, physical, and biological components are in equilibrium. In this study, soil health is measured by determining the nematode community structure and function and determining the nematode faunal analysis. Cover crops produce organic matter, increase water holding capacity, nutrient availability, and the cycling and consequent microbial activity. These increases in biomass and diversity of the microbial community can be advantageous for soil health. And regarding the nematodes, some studies have shown increases in plant parasitic nematodes, which is of a great concern in the apple industry due to Patulengidea and Trichoduridae, which can cause serious economic damage. It can also negatively influence free-living nematodes, which in turn influences the mineralization of specific organic matters, plant nutrition, and the soil food web. So critical evaluation under local conditions is needed. These are the treatments that were applied to the trial site. The first treatment is the standard practice and involves chemical control of weeds in the tree row and slashing in the work row. The second treatment is a grain cover crop. The third treatment comprises a nitrogen fixing cover crop. Treatment 4 is a grain and nitrogen fixing species mixture. And then treatment 5 consists of a mixture of canola and caliente 199, which have biofumigant properties. Okay, this graph indicates the comparison between the nematode populations for 2013 and 2016 in all 5 of these treatments. And it is important to note is the increase in the basal or colonizer nematodes, the Cephalobidae, in the samples collected in 2016 compared to 2013. These nematodes indicate stressed conditions. Another crucial observation is the increased levels of the lesion nematodes or Patulengidea. These nematodes are important economic pests of apples and eventually can negatively impact the production. The treatment 5, the biofumigant cover crop, indicate that the most significant number of lesion nematodes, followed by B2, which is the palinip oats. So this is the faunal analysis, and it is defined as a graphical representation of the condition of the food web in relation to its structure and enrichment as indicated by weighted nematode faunal analysis. So in essence, the position of the data points within the quadrants are an indication of the health of the soil environment. So you'll see the numbers in the circles indicate the year that the samples were taken. And what I want you to notice is the progression of the treatments from 2012 to 2016. So some of the samples started out with a very good soil health, but all the treatments ended up in quadrant D, which means that the system is very stressed. And the same pattern is indicated in the work row as well as the tree row. And this indicates that the nematodes are in fact an effective bioindicator. So the nematode population keeps adapting to changes in their environment. The results seem to indicate that it takes time, years, for the soil food web to recover from a major disturbance such as soil preparation. So the benefits of cover crops will not happen instantaneously. It takes time. The continued disturbance of the soil every year through the management practices such as the seedbed preparation and water management leads to high numbers of basal nematodes. So the persisters never have a chance to establish themselves. There is also a distinct effect on the nematode population, diversity, and soil food web characteristics over the 4 years of this trial. The presence of the plant parasitic nematodes are of a concern, since these nematodes negatively affect tree health and consequent yields. The host status of these cover crops need to be evaluated in order to prevent a buildup of economically important plant parasitic nematodes. And lastly, just planting a cover crop with biofumigant properties and not using it as such is not useful. You're pretty much then just using it as a weed. Okay.